So let's go real quickly with introduction.
My name is George Ricks. All my friends call me Little Man. Been involved with the school system for, Lord have mercy, 30-some, maybe close to 40 years. And I tell people, when you get George Ricks, you get a package. Not only do you get me, you get my girlfriend sitting out in the audience of 46 years. It's my lovely wife, Maria. And I always try to recognize my girlfriend. Because again, I'm the one that a lot of people see the face, but she's the one that gives me the encouragement to keep moving on and keep doing what I do. I've been involved with young people for a long time, and I still feel like I got some fire in my body to continue to be involved. I think I'm doing a great job. I'm not a negative person. I'm a positive person, so you won't hear anything negative come out of my mouth tonight. If you do, I'm going to come back and regroup and make it positive, because I don't believe in failure. I believe in opportunities. I believe our school system have an opportunity to continue the growth that it has started. I tell people all the time, don't look at our school as being a failure. Look at our school as being a success to somebody. Somebody is being successful in our school system, and it's a whole group of kids that's been successful in our school system. It's a slap in the face when you tell our teachers who work hard as they work that they are not successful. Test scores don't measure everybody. Test scores are measurement. Yes, we do all want to be high test scores people. We want to see those scores. But look around and look at the person next to you and think about somebody who graduated with you, who was that great honor student, and think about, was they successful or not? Think about that guy who was the one at the bottom of the class that didn't nobody think was going to be successful. Think about it. There's a lot of success stories to be told. I hear people say all the time, so well, when your kids graduate from high school, they go into college and they take remedial courses. Nothing wrong with that. I took remedial courses. A lot of you all sitting out in that audience took remedial courses. You just don't want to tell them about it. But I tell you one thing about remedial courses, if you give me a student who can make it through that remedial program, I give you a success story. And again, y'all, it's time for us to quit measuring people by scores and test scores. We need to measure people by success and what you do out here in the real world. But once you get out here, I don't care how successful you've been in high school or college, you still got a challenge. You got a challenge from somebody out here that's trying to get the same type of job you're getting. Of course, we do know the college degree gives you a better advantage. But I got a lot of success stories that I'll probably be telling up here tonight of some young people that graduated from Howard High School. That's a success story. I still got how many more minutes?
No. We appreciate you. We appreciate the minutes you use. All right, Ms. Robinson.
Is it okay if I stand up?
Sure.
Okay, great. Hi, I'm Tiffany Robinson, and it's an honor to be here today. I've had a chance to come into Orchard Knob Elementary School over the last few weeks when I met with Principal Thurhill to get a better understanding of, just what is the state of Orchard Knob Elementary School. And I have to say that it's one of the schools that I brag about. They've shown great progress, they have a beautiful facility, and they have really great kids that should be shown a great opportunity for education, and not many people know the great things that are going on here at Orchard Knob Elementary School. So I'm glad that we're doing this here. But I want to tell you about myself. A lot of people have asked, what made you decide to run for school board? And it has everything to do with my own story. I grew up in a really great public school system. My mom had me when she was 16 years old, and there should not have been the opportunity for me to graduate high school, go to college, and become a successful businesswoman. But yet that happened. And that happened all because of the great public schools that I attended while I was growing up. And when I think about District 4 and the challenges that we have here in District 4, I think about my own story. I was surrounded by hope and aspiration in my own schools, and I was surrounded by a large group of diverse students coming from different socioeconomic backgrounds. And I believe that every child should have the same opportunity for great education, no matter what zip code they're coming from, and no matter what socioeconomic background they're coming from. And right now, we are in a dilemma. We are in a big dilemma. Our school system was recently ranked one of the worst school systems in the state, which means that not only District 4 children, but also kids countywide are not getting the best education that they could have. And so I believe that we have an opportunity, a big opportunity to make great change and really push our community forward by creating a great education system for our kids. So I believe that we can do that in a number of ways. The first way is creating a more transparent school system. Currently, it's very hard for parents to become engaged in our school system because our school system is working in their own bubble. Secondly, we could have a more transparent and accountable school system. Currently, most people can't even tell you how the school system budget is built, and that should not be the state of our schools. Third, I believe that the community can be more involved in our schools, and there's a number of ways to make that happen, and I know that we're going to talk about some of those ways tonight. And lastly, one of the most important issues that I believe in is that we can have equity across the board for not only District 4, but all families and all students throughout our county. And I know we're going to talk about ways to do that tonight as well. So I'm a mom of 2 kids, and my kids are going to be very involved in the public school system, and I'm going to be right there with them. I'm also a CEO, so I know what it takes to manage a large budget. In case you don't know, the school system budget is a $411 million budget, making it one of the largest organizations in our community. So with that, I look forward to telling you more about myself, and I'm just really grateful for you being here and for you being engaged in our public schools. Thank you.
Go ahead, man. Preach, bro.
Good evening. Good evening. All right, I'm going to do a little something non-traditional. I'm going to ask y'all to ask me a question. So on the count of 3, I want you to say why you chose to run for school board. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I chose to run for school board. I don't have anything practiced. I believe in speaking from the heart, because the heart is genuine. I chose to run for school board because I have a vested interest in our schools. I have 3 kids that actually goes to our public schools. I am a product of our public schools. I've been through it. I know what teachers going through. I know what it's like being a student in our public schools. I chose to run for school board because of my passion for youth, because I'm a true youth advocate. I've been in youth development for over 16 years, not to mention that I'm a teacher in the system now. So I know what teachers go through on a day-to-day basis. I've seen the classroom size. I've seen the frustrations. I've seen the test scores. I've seen teachers frustrated because they can't get little Jimmy over here to act right while Kevin is over here doing what he's supposed to do. I'm here to support teachers. I'm here to support principals. This is something that I continue to do even after the race, win or lose. The points that I want to focus on with running for school board is teacher retention and teacher recruitment. As you know, our turnover rate is very high as a teacher. It's been a teacher in the public schools. In some classrooms, we have 3 or 4 different teachers in a year, which is unfair to our kids and unfair to for the teachers that on the same team as the other teachers. My second point was community schools. Community schools is something that I grew up in Alton Park. I had a community school growing up, and sometimes we forget what we had growing up, and let's bring some of that back. Community schools been here. We need to go back and look at what are some of the things that worked when I was growing up, when my generation was growing up. We had a school where we had a health center, we had psychologists, we had after-school programs, we had outside organizations coming in helping our kids. We need to get back to some of those things. My final point is teacher equality or equal across the board, which we can do with student-based funding. I need your help. I need your support. Ask me questions. Embrace me. Love me. Support me. District 4 School Board, Montreal Bessie.